Alex, I really appreciated what you had to say, and I think it's a really powerful story about really coming from the inside out. But on a practical side, is there anything that you do at this point in time, 4 or so years later, to switch into your voice, or it's sort of just there?
It's just there. It really is. I don't even think about it anymore. You know, the greatest challenge I have, as I was saying earlier today, is if I'm in a loud, noisy crowd, because my voice is so low, it doesn't carry. And people will say, what did you say? What did you say? And I'm trying to, get it out there, and I can't even raise it or make it bellow across. And I think you were telling me that you could teach me a few tips about that, so I'm looking forward to that.
In fact, Alex has agreed
Yeah.
to be my voice model, because he has such a perfect voice. So even though I've not worked with you personally at all on your voice, because it's so perfect by itself, you're going to be a model for me on YouTube to show some other guys how to do some of that.
Yeah, I look forward to that.
Yeah, I look forward to it too. So it's not an uncommon experience that in a noisy environment, it's hard to project, and we'll show people how to do that. So do you dream always, as you now, communicating in your masculine voice, or are there ever times in your sleep and in your dreams
That's a good question.
that the old you comes up again?
That's very interesting. I'm always an observer in my dream. And of course it depends on whether you're using the young model or not, where you're everybody in your dream, right? Which but in my dream, I'm more that it's if you ever watch these movies where you can kind of see the toes or the hands it's very interesting. That's always it. I don't really ever see my whole form. It's like I'm watching a movie. It's very fascinating. So I don't even know if I'm male or female in my dream, and I'm being facetious. I don't even see myself necessarily as a sex, either way, either gender. It's like watching a movie, and I have very vivid dreams of what's going on.
Is there any time ever in your day that, whether you're excited or mad, that the old voice shows up?
Sometimes I'll have that crackling thing, like in a, as I just said, like if I'm in a loud group, I try to speak up, and my voice just can't get there. I just, it's like if you said, "What did you say?" and it's just not there, and it'll come out as, like that 13-year-old boy or something that's crackling, and I'm not sure how that sounds, but and it's rare that it occurs, and I know that it happens now, so I don't even bother to try to speak up. But I'm hoping that you'll help me with it.
We can talk about that too, absolutely.
Okay.
So, do you feel happy with your voice?
Absolutely. Yeah.
It fully expresses the essence of who you are.
I was talking to somebody else earlier this week about. I had an idea in my mind of what I look like as male, of what I sounded like as male, and that's been my goal the entire time. And I've focused on that voice, probably more subconsciously than consciously. It's not like, no, that's not it or whatever. But I knew when I was reaching, that certain tone, it was like, oh, this feels right. To all of a sudden, it matched the voice that I hear inside my head. I don't know how to explain it. Yeah, it's just.
That's actually really well said. So the guys watching this video are going to absolutely love your voice. So what other encouraging words do you have for them?
But it's be intentional, which means be thoughtful. Because so many times we make decisions, or we think, oh, the testosterone will handle that. The testosterone will build my muscles, and I don't have to get to the gym and work out. Okay, same philosophy. You do have to work at it. You have to get up, you have to get off the couch, you got to go to the gym to work out if you want those muscles to be there. It's the same thing with your voice or anything else that you're intending for yourself. It's not enough to just sit there and think about it. It's okay, now that I know, I have inside my mind the tone or the voice that I would love to have for myself. How do I manifest that? What are the action steps to that? And then put that in place, whether it's giving Kathe a call or just listening to some of the male voices. You probably have some great tips. To me it was listening to the voice inside my head, but if I had a mentor, or if it was my father's voice or someone else, I think I would start practicing that, or doing the work that it takes, besides just wanting it and thinking that testosterone is going to solve that problem for me. It's certainly going to help you get there. But it isn't, you got to do the work. You got to do the exercises. You got to do the voice exercises in order to get there.
And getting to know you a little bit, and your concept of manifesting, I think, is very powerful. So it sounds like that was a big part of what brought this voice to be what it is.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's having an intention, staying focused on it, having a goal. What's my goal? Okay, how do I get there? How do I break it down into 3 easy steps? What are the main, how do I prioritize those steps? And now step into it. Don't sit on the sidelines and wait. Get into the game and play, as they say.